Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Welcome to my live stream, you all. I am streaming from two locations today. So I'm just asking that you all continue to participate in the discussion, continue to participate in the chat, and bear with me as I navigate conversations from both sides of the live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Over on Discerning Goddess, you all, if you want to join the conversation, there is a link to the other channel where I can highlight your comments if that's what you want. But you're welcome to stay over there at Discerning Goddess. But over here on Absolutely Amazing, welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat, welcome to the show today. I know this is a little different from what we are used to, but hopefully both audiences can participate and join the conversation. So before I go, let me see who we have in the room. Two things, two things. If you're watching me, please go ahead and like the if you're new here on one channel, you know me as Discerning Goddess. On the other channel, you all know me as Absolutely Amazing. Go ahead and like this live stream and share it so that we can get more people in the room on both chats. It doesn't cost you anything to participate in the conversation. The only thing I ask is for a little bit of your time. So it's okay. So in one chat, the time might be longer than the other, but otherwise, welcome to the conversation. I'm not going to prolong us that much. Thank you for waiting through the intro while I connected several devices and tools to help us with this live stream today. So, as you know, there has been a lot of conversation about our princess, and I call her our princess affectionately because I consider myself an internet auntie to our youth, and I am a supporter of Coach Prime and a supporter of the University of Colorado football. So, our princess, the Deiondra Sanders. There's a lot being said, and there's a lot being left out. And I'm not saying that it's being left out on purpose. Sometimes people are just not aware of the circumstances and things that are surrounding certain behaviors. So before I begin, let me make sure I got everybody. Hey chat, how y'all doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. So before I start, I know my thumbnail, some people have already texted me, say that's a bit extreme, ain't it? No, my thumbnail is not extreme. I said what I said, and I meant exactly what I said. Humiliation is abuse. Mm-hmm. And I meant all the other things that you see on the thumbnail as well. So don't charge it to my heart. Don't charge it to my head. Just charge it to the game at this point because it appears that Jac- Jacquees is still taking shots at Deandra in the public. And so let me bring us up to speed on his latest statement as of this morning. I haven't been online all day, so if he said anything else, I'm not aware, but I will show you um what he said as of late. Give me one moment. I'll pull up the footage.
Entertainment industry. I think that's why you see like the outlashes on the internet and just different stuff like that. I think she probably do that to be heard or something. You know, I mean, of course, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying, but I try not to indulge in the internet stuff.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I try to stay like as far away from it as possible in the public. Anybody that know me, I feel like they just know that I'm passionate about my work and my dream. I want this to be something great because this is an opportunity that we always wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like our first project was a mixtape. So we gave it away for free.
But did you
Everybody
talk to her about it?
Yeah, of course.
When you are seeing your fiance post things, right? Has it caused like
Oh,
the
yeah.
work to be even
Yeah,
harder to do?
I don't think it make work harder, but I think, everybody be like, dang, this ain't the way it was supposed to be.
Can I ask why she wasn't allowed to be at the music video?
I got to make sure everybody is comfortable. If these was just songs where it's like Dage was a feature, you know what I'm
I
saying?
get
Then
it.
I
I
could be
get it.
like, hey man, this is my set. When we doing something where it's 50-50, where we gotta work together, it's like she gotta be all the way comfortable. Whatever she want to happen on these sets gotta be done. And it's nothing to disrespect nobody.
Is there an issue with you and his fiance Deandra or no?
No, it isn't. I respect people relationships, but I also it's like, do y'all respect the friendship? I've been out the picture, and I stay out the picture unless it's business. Like we don't even hang out as much and do the cool shit that we used to do. So now it's respect. Females just never even taken to me for real, or even if they did know me, they don't like me now. You know what I'm saying? Just because they don't like our bond and our chemistry. So
Let's say things get worked out between Jacquees and his fiance. Things are okay. She wants to have a conversation. You guys all get along and they want you at the wedding. Are you going to the wedding?
oh no, because I haven't met her.
That ain't on me. How do I force you to meet somebody?
If any of his women feel like they don't have to respect me, then I don't have to be his friend. We can end the friendship if my respect is on the line. I won't be disrespected. You know what I'm saying? I
that's
won't
fair.
be these slurs. I won't be none of that. So
What is the situation with you and your fiance right now?
In my understanding, she don't really understand the entertainment industry. I think that's why you see like the outlashes on the internet and just different stuff like that. I think she probably do that to be heard or something. I mean, of course I don't like it, you know what I'm saying? But I try not to indulge in the internet stuff.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I try to stay like as far away from it as possible in the public. Anybody that know me, I feel like they just know that I'm passionate about my work and my dream. I want this to be something great because this is an opportunity that we always wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like our first project was a mixtape. So we gave it away for free.
But did you talk to her about it?
Yeah, of course.
When you are seeing your fiance post things, right? Has it caused like
Oh,
the
yeah.
work to be even harder to do?
I don't think it make work harder, but I think, everybody be like, dang, this ain't the way it was supposed to be.
Can I ask why she wasn't allowed to be at the music video?
I got to make sure everybody is comfortable. If these was just songs where it's like Dage was a feature, you know what I'm saying? Then I could be like, hey man, this is my set. When we doing something where it's 50-50, where we gotta work together, it's like she gotta be all the way comfortable. Whatever she want to happen on these sets gotta be done. And it's nothing to disrespect nobody.
Is there an issue with you and his fiance Deandra or no?
no, it isn't. I respect people relationships, but I also it's like, do y'all respect the friendship? I've been out the picture, and I stay out the picture unless it's business. Like we don't even hang out as much and do the cool shit that we used to do. So now it's respect. Females just never even taken to me for real, or even if they did know me, they don't like me now. You know what I'm saying? Just because they don't like our bond and our chemistry. So
let's say things get worked out between Jacquees and his fiance. Things are okay. She wants to have a conversation. You guys all get along and they want you at the wedding. Are you going to the wedding?
oh no, because I haven't met her.
That ain't on me. How do I force you to meet somebody?
If any of his women feel like they don't have to respect me, then I don't have to be his friend. We can end the friendship if my respect is on the line. I won't be disrespected. You know what I'm saying? I
that's
won't
fair.
be these slurs. I won't be none of that. So
what is the situation with you and your fiance right now?
In my understanding, she don't really understand the entertainment industry.
Okay, let's pause right there. I had to play that several times as people come in the room. Let's pause right there. Okay, Jacquees, Jacquees. We have been here before. So if you all are privy, Deandra has responded to this. Okay. And I'm going to go back to my um previous live stream that we did the other night regarding this whole situation. Um to say that Deandra does not understand the entertainment industry is not even a reach. It's not even a bold faced lie. It's him lacking accountability and dismissing who she is. Okay. Yes, Deandra is your fiance. She's the mother of your child. But before she was the mother of your child, before she was your fiance, she's the daughter of Deion Sanders, who we know today as Coach Prime. And not only that, she's the sister of Deion Sanders Jr., who many people know as Osaken, the music artist. Okay. And the sister of Shador Sanders, who's also an athlete, in Shiloh, who's also an athlete. Deiondra has been in the entertainment community since she has been born. Let's be clear. So to say that she doesn't understand the entertainment industry, her daddy is Deion Sanders, must be the money. Okay? So this is him refusing to take accountability for the decision that he made for his own personal reasons, not to include or allow Deandra to accompany him on this particular project. I get it, but let's be clear. And let me just say this. I'm gonna go ahead with this disclaimer. Deandra, baby, I love you. And please, if I say anything to offend you, charge it to my head and not my heart, to the whole Sanders family. But let me address the elephant in the room right now. It is Jacquees who is choosing to have a conversation about Deandra. If you cared about her, you would stop every question about her at this point because you know it is affecting one, her mental health. She just had a child, and women go through postpartum depression and they're highly emotional. So if you care anything about the mother of your child and the state of your newborn, who's what, 6 months old, 7 months old, you would. First of all, Mama Jer, since you want to insert yourself in everything, tell your son to stop addressing questions about Deandra. That's the perfect PR thing to do right now. Let's nip this in the bud. We can nip this in the bud now. The next time you are asked a question about Deandra, just respectfully decline to answer any questions about your fiance if y'all are still engaged. The mother of your child, she will always be and say, I just want to focus on the project right now. With all due respect, I want to focus on the project right now. Stop answering questions about Deandra, because the more you open your mouth, it doesn't get worse. It just shows many people, those of us who know, it just shows us that you're unaccountable. You have no home training. Your intentions for her were not of the best for her when you decided to pursue a relationship or act like you were in one with her. So let's just start there. Deandra is highly, um, has great knowledge of the entertainment industry. So we're going to stop that lie right there. Let's move on. Talking about she is not familiar with the entertainment industry. Boy, go somewhere and sit down.
I think that's why you see like the outlashes on the internet.
No, you see the outlashes because you're dishonest and you're playing mind games and you're gaslighting her. That's why there's an outlash.
Just different stuff like that. I think she probably do that to be heard or something. You know, I mean,
Um, what do you mean she probably do that to be heard? Are you her fiance now or are you not? Are you all in communication or not? Because she doesn't have to do that to be heard if you gave her the respect she's due since you're her man. You sound ignorant.
I mean, of course, I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But I try not to indulge in the internet stuff.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I try.
Oh, you try not to indulge in the internet, but you know this is going to make the internet. You know, addressing anything regarding her unhappiness because of you icing her out and choosing to be with another woman other than her, you know this is going to make the internet. So I don't, everything you're saying, it doesn't even matter. It's all for show.
Try to stay like as far away from it as possible in the public. Anybody that know me, I feel like they just know that I'm passionate about my work and my dream. I want.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. So your first project was a mixtape. You gave that away for free. See, whenever you do something for free, baby, especially the way you're saying it, that's not passion. That's charity work. That's a hobby. That ain't no passion. When you give it away for free, it's a hobby. So now, since you have attached yourself to Deandra for about a little over a year, you considered yourself, you have socially climbed and utilized the Sanders family network of professionals and celebrities to get your image out, to be more visible. You're connected now. You got eyes on you. That's why you claim you're passionate now. But before then, You're around here chasing other groups of artists trying to have an opportunity in their camp. Everybody was clowning you, as I said before, because you had yet to be who you think you are. Get over yourself.
Want this to be something great because this is an opportunity that we always wanted. You know what I'm saying?
An opportunity that if it had not been for you connecting yourself to the Sanders family, you would not have the visibility to even approach this project.
Like our first project was a mixtape, so
Mhm.
we gave it away for free.
But did you talk to her about it?
Yeah, of course.
When you are seeing your fiance post things, right? Has it caused like
Oh,
the
yeah.
work to be even harder to do?
I don't think it make work harder, but I think, everybody be like, dang, this ain't the way it was supposed to be.
Can I ask why she?
No, it's not the way it was supposed to be because you and those in your camp knew that you went with her like that. She was head over heels for you, but you were only using her for status and access. No, that ain't the way it was supposed to be. You thought that you had a good girl, which you do. Deandra is a good girl. Okay. And you thought you would be able to take advantage of the situation for your own benefit. And somehow you're thinking you're able to do that. No, that's not the way it's supposed to be. The way it was supposed to be that everything you said to her, you're supposed to stand on. The way it's supposed to be is you not using her name for clout, taking advantage of the access you have to the Sanders family name. That's the way it's supposed to be.
She wasn't allowed to be at the music video.
I got to make sure everybody is comfortable. If
Oh, you got to make sure everybody is comfortable. So Deandra is not included in the everybody, I'm assuming, because that's the way it has turned out. You have to wait to who is everybody? Your co-star? And what do you mean comfortable? What is included in the comfortability of the video shoot? That's what I want to know. Comfortable how? Who is everybody?
if these was just songs where it's like Dage was a feature, what I'm saying, then I could be like, hey man, this is my set. When we doing something where it's 50-50, where we gotta work together, it's like she gotta be all the way comfortable. Whatever she want to happen on these sets gotta.
So you have neglected your commitment to Deandra for your coworker. If I'm wrong, I need to chat to let me know. Don't be afraid to have a difference of opinion than me. If I am wrong, those in the chat, please let me know. Sound off if I am wrong. Please let me know because this is crazy to me right now.
Be done, and it's nothing to disrespect nobody.
Is there an issue?
When you say it's nothing to disrespect nobody, he's trying to say he's not disrespecting the Sanders family. He's not disrespecting previous conversations he's probably had with Coach Prime. He's not disrespecting his fiance. Utilize her adjective correctly.
Issue with you and his fiance Deandra or no?
No, it isn't. I respect people relationships, but
Okay. With all due respect, Dage Low, with all due respect, if you respected others' relationship as a woman, now you might need to have a conversation with your mom to know what code is. You don't insert yourself in somebody else's relationship, in their peace, in their happiness. That's not what you do. And it appears that's what you have done.
I also it's like, do y'all respect the friendship? I
Once somebody becomes engaged, once somebody becomes married, what friendship? You don't come before that woman. In some kind of way, she believes that as an artist, as somebody who's known Jacquees probably before Deandra, Jacquees owes her more respect and access and comfortability and whatever it is she's looking for than he does the woman he just had a baby with, a child with.
been out the picture, and I stay out the picture unless it's business. Like we don't even hang out as much.
Okay, I want y'all to look at how she looked over there at him. Okay, you've been out the picture because y'all didn't have a project. You've been out the picture because y'all are just artists. Okay, unless you all have had a previous relationship, I understand. So please, if y'all have had a previous relationship outside of friendship, that needs to be stated so we can understand this differently. And you're saying that as if that's a bad thing. You've been out the picture because this is not a threesome. This ain't no throuple. Them people are engaged and have a child. So apparently, Deiondra was the only one in the relationship, and Jacquees is in a relationship with everybody else and Deiondra. Deiondra just was not informed about it. Let's be clear.
and do the cool shit that we used to do. So now it's,
Baby, that's what happens when a man has a family. Okay? What is wrong with y'all? What are people teaching their daughters these days? It's not supposed to be the same when he becomes engaged.
it's respect. Females is never even taken to me for real, or even
That's your persona. That's your perspective. And you guys, I don't even know this little girl. I know she's an artist or whatever, but her whole view of how to approach boundaries in somebody else's relationship is off the wall. It is wrong. Females don't even approach me the same. You're not even a girl. You're not. And I believe every word Deiondra has said. Deiondra has said, I have introduced myself to her. Hold on, let me pull up her statement real quick. She don't have a reason to lie. Deiondra don't have a reason to lie on you or him. If she has not deleted it, give me one moment, y'all. She's deleted it. You can probably find it online somewhere. But she began it by saying lies, lies, lies. I have introduced myself to her. Here's the thing
if
though.
they did know me, they don't like me now. You know what I'm saying? Just because they don't like our bond and our chemistry.
That's the energy you give off, sweetheart. If they did know me, they don't like me now. That's because of the energy you come with. Just because you don't say something out your mouth don't mean people can't feel the vibes. We feel the vibes. But a mature woman, a lady, just like Deiondra has been raised to be, a lady, she said she introduced herself to you.
So
Let's say things get worked out between Jacquees and his fiance. Things are okay. She wants to have a conversation. You guys all get along, and they want you at the wedding. Are you going to the wedding?
oh no, because I
That's the only thing I agree with Days on. Definitely don't show up at nobody's wedding if there's a wedding at this point. Sweetheart, excuse yourself. You've done enough.
haven't met her.
That ain't on me. How do I?
Jacquees lacks accountability, and that is such a wimp. I cannot, when I say I cannot, and this ain't even about his age because he's 30 or over 30. So this is on his home training and how he's been brought up. He's not a child. Talking about that ain't on me. That ain't on me. Boy, shut the hell up. It's all you. It started with you. This is childish as I don't know what. And to sit there and continue to throw Deiondra under the bus publicly, you guys, this is a violation in every way.
Force you to meet somebody.
If any of his women feel like they
Woo, honey. So, catch. See, Deiondra, I want you to hear what she just said. She said, if any of his women, so she didn't say, well, if his fiance feel like she doesn't have to. She said any of his women. So let's decode this real quick. Deiondra, baby, you was not uninvited to this project or to the video shoot or the promo tour because Dage was uncomfortable. That's the excuse that was given to you. You were uninvited from this project because with you present, even if he doesn't have a inappropriate relationship with Dage Loaf right now, he has somebody else showing up. Understand me here. She just said it. If any of his women, she didn't say you. Now, either she meant that or she's purposely being messy and antagonistic to get under Deondra's skin. And this whole mess is to use his relationship with a very famous celebrity young lady to give his project promo in legs.
Don't have to respect me, then I don't have to be his friend. We can end the friendship if my respect is on the line. I won't.
She doesn't even mean that. Days, you're saying a whole lot of nothing. You don't mean that because at the end of the day, you desire to be and more than a friendship with Jacquees. I don't care if you're openly a part of the ABCDEFG community. In the beginning, you were interested in Jacquees, and right now you want to circle back around and have your moment, regardless if he's has a fiance or a child or not.
Won't be disrespected. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I
That's
won't.
You won't be disrespected, but you don't mind disrespecting somebody else. I get it. I get it. You don't owe Deandra nothing. And Jacquees, there's a special place in hell for you and anybody and any dude that acts just like you.
fair.
Be these slurs. I won't be none of that. So
What is the situation with you and your
Okay.
fiance right now?
Okay. So y'all, let me get over here in these comments. Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you all tuning in. The video I had to. That's what I meant this morning when I woke up and everything. Thank you, ladies. I was not paying attention to StreamYard, you guys. So I'm sorry if I missed a whole lot of your comments. Welcome to the show today. I had to show that because I am very, very passionate about people that interfere in relationships. And I am very, very passionate about people who lack integrity, who lack accountability when they have stated that they are committed to somebody. And my heart goes out to any woman that is experiencing this type of humiliation and gaslighting. And I know the things I'm going to discuss today can be vice versa. It can be male or female. But please understand and respectfully, I am focused on the woman today. I am focused on Deiondra Sanders in her mental state today. It's not that I don't care about black men. Y'all good. Y'all got a whole y'all good right now. But to the women, and the reason why I'm focused on women is because there are far too many of us making comments and dismissing the importance of what is happening here. Let me say this again. There are far too many of us dismissing what has been done and what is being done to this young lady's mental health. See, a lot of us have no public image. We don't have any of that. But when you read the comments and you see stuff like, well, she was warned. He told Dreezy tried to tell her, well, what is she doing? That's Deion Sanders' daughter. Your daddy need to hook you up with one of them football players, or you have access to every famous athlete in the United States. Why you focused on Jacquees? We're gonna deal with all that today. But what I am saying to those of you women who lack compassion for other women, what is your relationship like with your dad? What is your relationship like with your mama? And more than that, what is your relationship like with the Most High God? Do you even have sisters and friends? Are you capable of empathy for another woman? Those are my questions for the women who have bullied this woman in every comment section on the internet. Hi, Vanessa. Miss Vanessa saying Dage is male identified. Yes, ma'am. There are a lot of women who are male identified and they don't even know that they are male identified, and this is no disrespect to men. Women who are incapable of showing compassion to another woman, empathy to another woman, who put the wrong actions of men over the peace of mind of a woman, even though it's wrong. That is a male identified woman, and there's something wrong with that. If that's you, that's you. You obviously don't have daughters. You obviously don't have a village to teach you otherwise, but there's something wrong with that. So let me get back over here to content. Hey, everybody, welcome. Let me stay on task and I'm gonna get in the comments soon. So we have Jacquees has really shown his true colors. And I know that some people will look at my thumbnail and be like, you don't went too far. I ain't go too far. I didn't go too far. Because sometimes we are privy to some things and we haven't been educated about the others. Okay? Give me one moment. So I know a lot of people are just getting in the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We had to have a family meeting today. We had to have a family meeting. So my show is humiliation, is abuse when men lack accountability. There is no excuse. So Coach Prime, when I spoke to you all the other night on through my live stream, I said NDA, cease and desist. If this is not a time, if any other time wasn't the time, this is the time to serve Jacquees and his co-worker, Gage Loaf, with cease and desist. They cannot mention Deondra's name or speak to her, speak about her, okay, in subject or image. Don't refer to her as her fiance, baby mama, none of that. I need a detailed, clear cease and desist. You all, please get on this. And there's a lesson to be learned, but this is not about Deondra today because she every woman at some point has running contact with a clown, a court jester. And right now, Jacquees is doing his court jesting, honey. He's skipping and a hopping and all kind of stuff. He's so happy he back in the limelight thanks to Deondra. Okay, but guess what? I keep telling y'all, God don't bless mess. And y'all can refer back to this 5 years from now. But the day is going to come where he will reap what he sowed. There are some young men, they know the game. They know they don't want no hood chick or nobody from their neighborhood. So they, court, they go after, they try to get somebody from another class. Deondra and Jacquees are two different classes of people, okay? And people like to say, oh, that's mean, that's mean. No, he's not on her social status. And they are from two different zip codes and areas of town. And that's nothing bad on him or her. He is just not the quality of man that will respect the type of woman or lady Deondra was raised to be. And I'm not telling you what I know, what I think. I'm telling you what I know. Okay? I was young once. Please. I brought my daddy home a street dude. He had a fit. I learned my lesson. So this is a lesson that Deondra will learn. And hopefully she will not make the same mistake. I'm not saying Jacquees is a street dude, but he is definitely a bum. It's all about his mindset. His mindset is that of a dude that does not respect women, especially if they have a child from him. Keep Deondra's name out your mouth. Focus on your job. You're supposed to be promoting your new project. But every time you open your mouth, you're talking about Deondra. See, this is what I mean when people are very intentional and they show who they've always been. It has never been about Deondra and his relationship and how he feels about her. It's about what he can get from her. Let's get on with our content. I'm not looking at the chat, you guys. So please forgive me if I'm not responding. Continue the conversation among yourselves until I get over there. And please share this live stream. If you not have not liked the video by now, please like it and share it. I appreciate that. I really do. So when I say humiliation, people are like, humiliation ain't no Abuse. What's she talking about? Before I go into these forms of abuse, you guys, honestly and for real, without disclosing who my identity and who I am and what I actually do in real life, I just want to say I have over 25 years as a government employee, and the agencies that I have employed under are Children Protective Services, Department of Children and Families, Department of Health, Community Health, Department of Education, and the Department of Housing and Urban Development in the form of social services. I hope that brings some clarity and context as to what I'm saying and why I say what I say. Um, so right now, and have spent many years as an advocate and counselor for domestic violence victims and their children. So, with that being said, these are types of abuse. A lot of people, when they think of abuse, they think of physical abuse and maybe sexual abuse, and they're not familiar with neglect, they're not familiar with abandonment, you know, and they may be familiar with financial. Okay, so with that being said, you don't have to. Before I get into the visuals, let me let's go to a quick word. Give me one moment.
And disappointment. And how does the man, the male, give vent to this high level of frustration and disappointment? We start generally with very caustic words. Some men say, I don't beat my wife. And that is something that you can be proud of, brothers. If you don't hit your wife, you're generally a very good person. But sometimes we can do as much violence with a word that a person would rather be hit than to suffer the kind of verbal abuse that we give to one another in the name of straightening things out.
Did y'all hear that?
And how does the man, the male, give vent to this high level of frustration and disappointment? We start generally with very caustic words. Some men say, I don't beat my wife. And that is something that you can be proud of, brothers. If you don't hit your wife, you're generally a very good person. But sometimes we can do as much violence with a word that a person would rather be hit than to suffer the kind of verbal abuse that we give to one another in the name of straightening things out.
Thank you. You all, that was a word from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. If you're not familiar with him, that's who that was. And the title of that particular lecture is called Domestic Violence Part 2. That's where you can find the entire portion of that particular lecture. So, moving on, just because a person doesn't put hands on you, that doesn't mean they aren't abusive. See, and abuse is control, blatant disrespect, and also hurtful words. Don't settle for emotional abuse thinking that it's okay because it's not physical. See, everything that I have been observing in the public eye, every time Jacquees opens his mouth, it is very, very intricate. It is chosen very carefully. You have to look at a person real close that if they come out publicly and start speaking on their relationship, their marriage, their partner, not in a good way, imagine what's happening behind closed doors. See, that's why I told y'all. I see and hear everything. And I also can listen to not only what's being said, but what's not being said. And his actions and behavior says a lot. Okay? It says that if I'm able to exploit the fact that I have a child with and engaged to the daughter of the very famous, always going viral sister of her athletic brothers, Deiondra Sanders, hmm, I'll put her in her place because her visibility is larger than mine, and it will have a different impact on her than it will me. With me, I will look like the good guy. See, it be some fake good guys out here. Again, let me also say again, everything that I'm saying can be reversed. But today I'm focused on the woman. Today I'm here to advocate for Deiondra Sanders. Now, Deandra, if I say anything that offends you, I apologize. And it's not, don't charge it to my heart, charge it to my head. And I'm apologizing in advance to the whole Sanders family. But what I need for you all to do is get a hold to that little small person over there and tell him to close his damn mouth on Deandra. Stop speaking on her. Serve him some papers. Okay? So he is very intentional. Either the relationship is over, there's no absolute chance for it to ever be, and he's trying to look like the good guy in these little moments at the radio station speaking on her. Sir, you're not the good guy. Those of us who have eyes, those of us who have wisdom, those of us who have experience dealing with people, we see you. You are taunting this young lady in the public eye. You are antagonizing her and allowing others to do so as well. And that is not a man at all. I don't know who you learn how to be a man from, and I can't tell you how to be one, but I have experience with real men. And baby, they ain't finna be talking about their relationship to nobody. To all my nieces who might hear this, a talking man, a talking dude that's always talking about your relationship to people, that ain't for you, baby. It might feel good when it first starts, but he talking now. Guess what? When it ain't good, he gonna be talking then. Here's what we know. Those of us grown folk who been through some things and been in a real relationship, we know that when your relationship goes from sugar to sugar honey iced tea, and you include your family on it, they ain't gonna never see that man the same ever again. He gonna always be a ain't nigga, okay? A no good so and so. Even when you fall back in love with him, he gonna forever be a ain't nigga, okay? And then you're gonna have a problem getting your family to respect and be like, oh, it's not that bad. We're fine now. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You don't included us in all this dysfunction. We don't like him for you. And we will forever see him as the clown that he showed up as in public at the radio stations on and had you out over here emotional and out of your mind. The worst thing, the and I won't even say the worst, but once the abuse and the actions get to a certain level, there is no turning back. And when I tell women, once it becomes physical, what else is there to do to hurt you? Physical, because it's going to keep escalating. Humiliation. So after you have humiliated me in front of the world, once you put your hands on me, what else is there to do? Come on, y'all. What's the next form of abuse? It goes beyond. Either she gonna end up hurting him real bad. Okay, y'all gotta follow me. Let's hope the insurance policy paid up, or he's gonna end up hurting her real bad. So once your situation ship has reached a certain level, there is no turning back. Either you're going to stay in it and it gets worse, or you're going to come to your senses and leave it alone. Just walk away. Coach Prime gave her the best advice, and I loved it. Y'all give me a moment. Talk amongst yourself real quick.
How you doing, baby girl?
I'm good, Daddy.
You doing good?
Mm-hmm. I'm doing great.
We praying ourselves up, keeping ourselves full of the word.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear. I appreciate it.
I'm done letting people. I'm done.
Well, why do you allow yourself to be provoked?
Because people be playing with me.
Yeah, but you gotta learn how the greatest gift in the world that I possess is the ability to walk away.
I know. I need to learn that right now.
You gotta learn, baby, how to walk away and live and smile to see another day.
Just pray for me.
I always
Thank
pray
you.
for you. I pray for this little joker too. How you doing, baby girl?
I'm good, Daddy. Mm-hmm. I'm doing great.
We praying ourselves up, keeping ourselves full of the word.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear. I appreciate it.
I'm done letting people. I'm done.
Well, why do you allow yourself to be provoked?
Because people be playing with me.
Yeah, but you gotta learn how the greatest gift in the world that I possess is the ability to walk away.
Can y'all hear me? Okay. We are not going to be a part of the circus. Were y'all able to hear the video? Oh yeah, man. She got back in Texas, but I can promise you her daddy told her to come home. Yes, she back in Texas. I don't know if she's still there, but that's what she needs to be. That's her to get her mind back right. Cause listen, hmm, we are not about to be a part of the circus. Ladies, when you realize you have a clown in your face, back away. Do the rock away. Lean back. So back to what different forms of abuse. It's still domestic violence. They don't have to hit you, choke you, or slam your head into a wall in order for it to be domestic violence. They can degrade you, humiliate you, blame you, scream at you, lie to you, cheat on you, withhold finances, okay, or even just try to control you is still domestic violence. And the reason why I am addressing exactly what it is because there are a lot of times our young people are in what they call a relationship and things are happening. And just because a person has not physically touched you, they're like, well, no, we're fine. He has never hit me. Baby, if anybody has tried to degrade you, that is not a safe place. If it affects your mental health, it's not a safe place. Okay? If it keeps you from doing what you are called to do, is not a safe place. And we have to educate our young ladies and we have to be just wise enough to observe them because they're not going to say anything for the most part. Because one, they're trying to protect their parents, and two, they want to try to figure it out themselves. I'm not going through all of this, but the subject today is humiliation. So abuse looks like humiliation, humiliating you in front of others and stopping you from seeing very important services. So imagine being in a relationship and y'all are home, y'all chilling, and everything is cool while you're home and you're chilling and you're loving and you're dubby. And the moment you get in front of others, your spouse has slick stuff to say to you in front of their family members. They don't talk to you like that at home. Why are you talking to me like this in front of your mom and your sisters and your family or our friends? It starts small. So I am prone to believe that the boldness of Jacquees to have these radio interviews and speak about Deiondra on radio waves, that his humiliation of her, it started among his family and friends. I know it has. I told y'all it has. They had a whole fallout about it. And I'm not talking about the Dreezy event, okay? The debacle before we learned that she was pregnant. I'm talking about the incident after that. See, the only way your mama and your sisters and cousins can feel comfortable enough to talk crazy to the mother of your child is because you've allowed it. You've done it before and you probably did it in private amongst your family. So now they real bold enough to come out their face and talk crazy to this person who you're engaged to be married to and have a child with. This is why I'm gonna tell y'all something. I get involved. I get involved. What we're not gonna do, you ain't gonna bring no any kind of riffraff into this family, into this household. I need to see the family. I need to see the mama, and I need to see how the siblings act. I need to see how she acts. Because when people get married, they think it's about the two individuals. No, when you get married and that covenant takes place, you are blending families. And I need to know what we about to get into. Okay? She seems like a nice girl, but I want to see her mama. I want to be able to sit down, observe, and see what's what. hmm Because at the end of the day, I'm still a mom. We still parents, and I could tell by the optics of that baby shower, it was a hell to the hell no. Oh goodness, I'm sorry. That baby shower was woo child. Oh my God. So let me see, Miss Vanessa, you said right. Now he's allowing his family, to attack her. That's harassment, online bullying, as well as him humiliating her. Yeah. See, I have to break this down because as I read the comments and these posts that are on the different blogs on Instagram, as well as people responding to her over on Twitter, they have no clue what's going on. They don't understand, the impact of what's going on. He's presenting himself. "Oh, I'm just an artist. I'm an R&B artist. I'm a good guy." Child, you a simp. Your mama should have raised you right, and your daddy should have raised you right. You ain't no good. I don't know who you should be with, but if Dage wants you, Deandra, take out the trash, baby. Let somebody else do it. Get somebody else to do it. And again, y'all got to remember, I'm an auntie. I am coming to you today as an internet auntie. I ain't got to act like I'm somebody mama, but an auntie in real life gonna tell you like your IS is. What you choose to do with it, that's on you. But my job is to deliver a clear message, and hopefully it's heard from not just Deandra, but young women around who need it. You got to understand, when you cast your net wide, you're gonna pull in everything. The cans from the bottom of the ocean, the crabs, the scallops, the crawfish, all of that. You're gonna pull in everything. You're gonna have to sort through it to get to the luxury delicacy of the sea. Okay? When you cast your net wide. When we practice discernment and practice how to be selective in who we give our attention to, it's easier to filter through it. Okay? See, I think, and I can't tell nobody what to do and how to choose. But what I can say, every time you have a learning, an experience, you got to learn from it, or you're going to repeat the same thing over and over again. Okay, and it'll have a toll on your life. See, people in the public, they like to say when women have these issues with men, you should have chose better. How about y'all need to tell people to raise their sons better? How about you tell fathers to show back up in the house that they walked the family that they walked out on? Stop telling people to choose better. Yes, we will choose better when we have the options. Now she has access to options, but I'm not holding that against her. But since his mama and his cousins and his sisters them got so much to say, baby, y'all have raised a fool, a clown, and he is representing your family just how you are displaying your family. So the fruit don't fall far from the tree. In the case of Jacquees, he is a rotten apple because Shador would never, Shiloh would never, Bucket would never, and he's the most outspoken one. So gaslighting is abuse. If y'all don't know what gaslighting is this. I know I heard exactly what you said, but now you're telling me I didn't hear you say that. Gaslighting is, I know I just saw you. I saw the text in your phone. I just saw you talking to somebody hugged up with them. I just saw this. But you gonna convince this girl she didn't see what she saw. Or you didn't say what you said. Okay? Gaslighting, denial. And y'all can do screenshots of this stuff too. Denial, shift blaming. You caught red-handed, but now you're gonna switch it around on her because she had the audacity to address it. This is what's going on. It's all Deondra's fault. It's all Deondra's fault right now. This is why I'm pissed. Because it's not her fault. Somebody made the decision. And your decision was made for a reason. Just own it. Minimizing. Oh, she just acting out. No, she has postpartum. She just had a baby. You told her a lot of things and now you've reneged on it all and you forgot to tell her that you weren't interested in her anymore. Huh? Withholding, countering, discrediting, deflection, using loving words as weapons. Okay? And rewriting history. That's not what happened. What had happened was, no, I was there too. It happened exactly like this. And you know it. That's what gaslighting is. Clown behavior. Matt, you said that's why Shador. Listen, brothers ain't got time for that stuff. He don't want to be around the people. No, that was a debacle. I mean, I'm glad they were able to celebrate her. But if you go back to, I'm not even gonna point out the details. Go back and watch the baby shower. Just go. The only thing I was happy about that baby shower is that she had personal security. Because baby, it looked like she was at a block party in Decatur, Georgia, over there in the Southwest Atlanta somewhere, honey. Out of Coach Prime wouldn't have been there. He would have been out of his element, honey. See, being that she has connected herself with somebody from a lower class, and I'm very purposeful when I say that because that's what it is, a lower class, social class, financial class, educational class. Being that she has connected herself to someone like him, she has settled, settled, dropped her standards to make other people happy. And it looks crazy. Come on now. Y'all know it. Jacquees in a million years would not have ever thought he would end up with an heiress, let alone the heiress of the Sanders legacy. And he has mucked that up so bad. You got other parents and black excellence telling their daughters, don't you ever bring me nothing home that look like that and act like that. I promise you. Don't you ever. Okay? Y'all know. Stop lying for real, Ryan. Ooh, child. Okay, we gonna have to talk about that. I need that tea right there. Everybody, welcome to the live. If you have not liked this live stream, please like it, please share it. I would love for you to bless me with a share. Thank you for blessing me with your presence. I promise I won't be here for a long time, just a very important time. And if you're not familiar, I am streaming from two channels. So you see two different logos on screen. One belongs to Absolutely Amazing. The other one belongs to Discerning Goddess. Over on one channel, you might see a link in the chat, pinned to the top of the chat. If you want to join the conversation and have your comments highlighted on the video, just click on the other channel and I can see you over there as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Y'all are doing so great in the chat. Thank you so much for joining the conversation. So today I wanted to address soul ties, identifying and breaking soul ties. A lot of times, unless you have done your work, in the words of Iyanla Vanzant, do your work and you have addressed your healing through therapy or counseling, you may not be familiar with soul ties or how they even work or show up. So, soul ties are very real. Be careful who you get involved with, especially women. And I'm going to explain why women should be careful who we give access to our womb, to our sacred areas. Okay, ladies, this thing called soul tie is very important. You just can't have yoga in the bed with anything you see. I'll just say that. Y'all can read it. Y'all see what it says. Okay, you can go ahead and screenshot this if you like it, if you want to. But a spiritual emotional connection you have to someone after being intimate with them, usually engaging in actual intercourse, okay, to the point that when you want to be rid of them from your mind, from your life, even when you are far away from them and out of their presence, you still feel as if they are a part of you, and a part of you is with them, causing you to feel unwhole, as if you've given up some of yourself, untangible, that cannot be easily possessed. Okay? We have soul ties. We slept together months ago, but something that still feels connect, feel like it's connecting me to that person. That's the example that they use. Soul ties is a real thing. Is a real thing. Be careful doing screenshots over there on Snapchat. They can see when somebody screenshots their stuff. So don't be surprised if you're blocked. Snapchat gives them a notification that the person has screenshot their content. hmm Pick up your other phone and screen record it real quick. Take a video. I'm just playing. So let me stay focused. More soul ties. Um, being intimate with somebody isn't just that. It's just not the physical part. Okay, don't let them lie to you. You may leave, but their energy is still tied to you. Their thoughts, their vibrations, their soul becomes intertwined with yours. If you're intimate with several people at the same time, then you're taking several energies. You're taking in several energies, you guys. And I have to address this for a specific reason to address some of the things that are said, right? Um, there's a reason why randomly you feel confused, depressed, drained, angry, happy, or stressed. You don't live alone anymore. You know, you have roommates, running through your DNA. And the only way you would get rid of them or evict them is to cleanse. So let me stop right there. People are addressing this situation and saying that Deandra is losing her mind. Oh God, who texted me? Okay. Deandra is losing her mind. She needs to stop. Da 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 da. She crazy. Okay. So to my nieces that are listening to me, as a woman, when we take on different relationships and they become physical, I'm live, so I can't say certain things. When you have come in contact with somebody, they obviously have a baby. Your womb holds on to all of the energy that is transferred from that man. So you're sharing DNA. But the woman is the carrier more so than the man, and becomes affected and impacted, you know, by the DNA exchange, because her womb holds on to all of that passing through. I don't want to call it residue, but it is the residual um functioning part of that man. So imagine if you are in a relationship with somebody and you're thinking that you all are monogamous. I only sleep with one person. That's it. But you're not taking into account everybody he's messing with that you don't even know about. And you're trying to figure out why I'm so damn crazy. See, to the parents out there, you can't get a hold to your daughter. She out of her mind. You can't control her. She has come in contact with DNA through a soul tie. So you might be um committed and just sleeping with that one person, but he's passing on DNA from several other people to you every night or whenever y'all see each other. And that DNA becomes a part of your makeup, your physical makeup, specifically your mental, and how you now act out or whatever. You're deranged, literally. So if he's had intercourse with somebody who has a lifetime of depression or other mental health, bipolarism, he's had intercourse with somebody who has other issues, and now he and unprotected. I'm talking about, and now he's bringing that home, inserting it and dumping it into your passage, your womb. And now it's become a part of your bloodstream running through your brain, becoming a part of your mental capabilities. And as parents, you might, I don't even recognize my dream more. What are you doing? Sometimes you don't even recognize yourself. That is called a soul tie. You ever seen a couple and they done been together so long they start to look alike? This is a real thing, y'all. Come on now, I know we have. Some of us are probably, I'm not married no more, no. But you ever seen a couple and say, dog, y'all done been together so long, y'all look alike. That is the exchange of the DNA makeup of that man and that woman. But unfortunately, as women who have been through relationships, you take on a part of that exchange to your next relationship if you have not done the proper cleanse and taking things into action when it comes to your personal life to rid yourself of what you have come in contact with from your last relationship and whatever they have deposited into you. I'm just providing you all with direction. You all can go ahead and do the research. So, R- Ryan Nicole, you said she's a mother like myself, and she's a woman and still going through postpartum. She's not going crazy or losing her mind. It's yeah, it exactly. That's why I say my live stream today, the stuff that I'm showing, it can be applied to both sides. But today I am talking to the woman. This again, this is me advocating for Deandra. Mackie said that's why I don't need nobody. I'm not finna finish reading it. Definitely understand. That's why I stopped being okay how I used to be. I have enough respect for her not to do anything physically if I know she's right. Not what I exactly. And that comes with maturity. And I tell people all the time, especially the women that I counsel, just because somebody is handsome, that don't mean you're supposed to sleep with them. Just because somebody is attracted to you, that doesn't mean you're supposed to sleep with them. You know, in all transparency, I'm not gonna put a number on it, but it's been some years. I refuse to be physical with anybody. I'm to the point right now in my life. One, I don't date, and if you understand between the difference between dating and courting, you would understand I don't date. I court only. But I'm so anal. I don't even hold hands because I believe in the electricity of energy. Like you have to have been around me for a number of years for either me hold your hand or give you a little church hug. Energy is real. I don't want none of that on me. So I get it, Mac. It's been a whole lot. It's been some time for me, but I ain't gonna put a number on it. But I am happy because I'm not going through the emotional ups and downs that comes with the responsibility of becoming physical. And you have when you understand it on another level, it's not just you're not looking for the gratification anymore. It's the understanding. Let me look over here in the other chat real quick. Thank y'all so much for being over here. Go ahead and join the conversation. Or if you want, I will drop the link and we can talk about this in depth. So I wanted to address soul ties and how it relates to the actions of someone who is going through a breakup. And the other thing, a lot of times, and I'm going to introduce addiction into here too. When we talk about or mention addiction, we immediately think about drugs and alcohol, right? Addiction can be a lot of things. We know people are addicted to food, people are addicted to Gambling. People are addicted to spending money. Retail. There ain't no retail therapy, honey. You just spend money. Okay. But what we some never include is people are addicted to other people. You could be in a toxic relationship so long or for a period of time that it's hard for you to leave that relationship, or if you leave it, you find yourself right back in it. Here's what I'm going to say to anybody, you young ladies, that once you leave and you decide to say, okay, we're gonna work it out. It doesn't. It's only gonna work out for a small time, and it goes back to what it was, but more intense. It escalates. It's never gonna go back to the same. Either we are going to learn to get through this, understand and respect each other, or it's just gonna be hell in a shit show. Excuse my language to everybody listening. From then on out, unless you seek somebody on your same level and y'all just understand who we are and where we are. See, there are some men that seek women who have more to lose than them. I understand why. Jacquees, Deandra is probably Jacquees' first what they call suburban chick, a chick from the suburbs, right? And they used to say about us girls who lived in the suburbs that we were smart, but we didn't have street knowledge. We wasn't up on game, right? And that is probably he probably didn't even think he can access a woman or a young lady like Deandra. But he done mucked this up so bad, baby. Like I said, all the other black excellence of Hollywood and beyond are telling their daughters, don't you ever bring nothing home like that. And the daddies, and the daddies too. Because trust and believe, he knew that when he chose or prayed on, he didn't choose her, when he prayed on Deandra, that her father and her brothers had too much to lose to deal with him properly. And that is a misuse. Because he done messed up so bad, he done gone on. Because trust, Coach Prime is so connected, he better hope he have another opportunity. Mucked it up, honey. So, and you all can screenshot this stuff. And so here's 10 signs of soul ties. I'm not going to go through all of them, just a few. The intense emotional connection, the inexplicit mood swings. These are the things that we are observing, okay, with our niece Deandra. Um, the impact on decision making, right? So when we see her respond or react online, that is the impact and her deciding to do that, and that's causing this to snowball. In their words, it's her fault. It's not his fault. He ain't done nothing wrong. Okay. And for those who may have going through or experienced some strong soul ties, the reluctance to form a new relationship. I always say, however long you were in that relationship, that's how long you need to spend on your healing journey. So if you were 1 year into a toxic relationship, when it ends, you should spend 1 year by yourself, loving on you, learning to love yourself, going through your healing journey, whatever that looks like. If it looks like taking up new hobbies, if it looks like going to counseling, if it looks like therapy, if it whatever it looks like, you need to focus on you for that time being. If you were in a toxic relationship for 20 years, unfortunately, it takes a long time to undo that. You might need to spend 15 to 20 years single and focused on you. This is just my recommendation. You ain't got to do it. What I am saying to stop the toxic relationships from carrying somebody else junk on to somebody else. You ever been in a relationship you feel like you've been blamed for what somebody else did? That is the remnants of how these soul ties and toxicity go on for years and years and from person to person. So you have to be smart about it. This is why I told y'all, I always ask somebody, okay, when was your last relationship? Oh, we broke up about 2 months ago. Oh, okay, y'all be back together. Man, no, I'm not. Oh, I know one thing, you ain't finna be in my face. Oh yes, he definitely fumbled. Oh God. And Coach Prime is a praying favorite man of God. God don't play by him. Exactly, Vanessa. Listen, y'all over here having a good conversation. No, you definitely have to assess everything. Like I wouldn't say I'm the best at conversation, but I collect information for a living. So having a conversation with somebody, I can assess a lot of things in a matter of seconds. I'm not gonna spend my time giving somebody my attention when they don't add value to me. This is not what I am looking forward to. Like you can entertain somebody, you just ain't gonna entertain me because I just don't have um the ability to focus and take somebody serious that has already presented themselves as somebody who has no discipline. Let me tell you, the worst thing you can do, young ladies, is end up with a man that has no discipline at all. None. No discipline. He don't have no discipline. And what do I mean by that? The way they eat, their different vices in life, whether they partake in illicit things, drugs and alcohol. You talk to them about their past. And depending on to each his own. I'll say this, depending on to each his own. But now we have this culture of men that glorify and participate in having several children by several different women, and they are trying to convince the public that it's okay. No, it's not okay. You got 20 different children in 15 different households. When do any of those children get to see you on a regular basis? Just because you provide financial provisions for them, that is not all a parent does. And I'm not gonna go deeper into that because there's that is crazy. So if you think abstinence is hard, try breaking the soul tie. If you think celibacy is hard, try breaking a soul tie. Soul ties are the devil. The devil. Literally. Like you done left somebody, you done moved on about your life, and all of a sudden you can't stop thinking about this fool. Every time they call, you answer. The soul tie. So, ladies, if you want to know how to um, cleanse your body of soul ties, contact me. My information is all over my YouTube channels. We can have a phone call, and I can give you the steps and what to do and where to go, and how to cleanse yourself and break free of soul ties. But one thing is going to be needed is that you abstain. You have to abstain for a certain amount of time. Now, if you call me, reach out to me, we'll talk about it. So let's get over here in the comments. Let me see what y'all got going on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. Um, nah, they ain't. It is worse. I mean, I have clients and in my groups of women, when we start to talk about things like abstinence and celibacy, you have some women who feel like, oh my God, like they feel disrespected if that is even a conversation on the table. They feel like that's something they can never do. But baby, let me tell you something. One thing I feel whole. If I never told y'all about my journey, you would never know. Okay? I don't act no different. But if you have a need to always be under somebody for gratification purposes, my heart goes out to you. Life is so much peace, so much more peaceful, especially if who you're involved in does not respect you, does not add value to your life. And I'm not talking about monetary. If they do not enrich your soul in any kind of way. but you feel empty, you feel a void, I feel bad for you. Can't nobody make you do nothing. But even if you're coerced, if you're in situations where you always feel like somebody talked you into it or maneuvered you into a physical situation, you have to learn from those situations and not put yourself in position to be like that. Be End up being in a coercive situation. When, like I told y'all, I don't date, I court. But best believe when I'm courting, there's always people around. I enjoy my life. I enjoy my umbrella of protection. I actually love it because there are people around who what makes the environment one that's respectful and that can remind me of who I am. And I go home and I sleep well. Mackie said, Lord knows I enjoy my you love your peace. I have no regrets in being okay. None at all. None at all. And I respect everybody. God bless you on your journey. So today is what some people call Love Day. Happy Love Day. And people are gushing in the love all over the place. So this show is not in favor of that, obviously. It's people that are not going to tune in because they don't want to hear what I got to say. In terms of this subject, I get it. I get it, honey. Y'all have a good day. Enjoy the evening, honey, with your loved one. So, like I told y'all, what I have to say today and give today, it can be applied in any direction for the male or the female. But today I am focused on the woman because my niece is in need of guidance. She's in need of advice. And I'm here to give it to her. Now, here's a list. It said a list of men that have no business dating. Let's change that title. A list of men who have no business seeking partnership with a woman. Okay? I'm about to go down this list. Y'all join me. Okay. I'll screenshot it. When I put stuff up here, y'all screenshot it for later reference. Men with toddlers or younger. Why? Why is it men with toddlers or younger should not be somewhere looking for another? Because you should be focused on raising your babies. You have a little small baby. Why are you looking to be in a relationship with somebody? I mean, there for women, I can go deeper into that, but I'm not going to do it on this platform because then men will know what we own. But there's no way in heck you meet a man that got a 6 month old, even a 2 year old, talking about he's moved on. From who? Child, please. Let I'm gonna tell y'all what I tell people. You need to go take your turn. Cause I know me. I know me. I am very selfish with my time. And one thing I'm not going to do is compete with babies. I ain't finna compete with nobody's children. Nobody's children. Go be a great father. Go be great. Men that live with their mama. You heard it, number two. That should have been number one. Men that live with their moms. And that's self-explanatory. Unless your mother is disabled, elderly, then maybe. But even with that, ladies, when you meet a man that lives at home, that's moved back home to take care of parents, give them that space and respect to go take care of their mom because you will never be a priority. I'm just honest. Their mama gonna come first always. It's some men using the excuse of using their children and their mama as an excuse today. And some of y'all are celebrating, you know, February 14th. And he gonna tell you he'll call you later or he'll see you tomorrow. Boy, if you don't go to hell. Oh, but anyway, number three. Men that live with their baby mama. Do y'all know it's some men out here that actually say, I just live with my baby mama. We ain't in no relationship. Sir, what? And it's some young ladies that accept that. Y'all gotta excuse me. um, Men that don't have a valid driver's license. That's self-explanatory. What type of man are you looking for a relationship and you don't have a valid driver's license? Like, what are we doing? Why are you in my face? Uh-uh. Oh my goodness. If he don't have a valid driver's license, what is his profession like? What does he do for a living? How does he get around? So he's gonna be driving around dirty. And every 30 to 45 days, he's gonna be calling you to come get him out of jail or pick him up from off the side of the road because he's made the most irresponsible decision is to operate a vehicle without a driver's license. You have to see what this leads up to, young ladies. And there are going to be times. There are going to be times he's gonna be like, "Let me hold your keys. I need to run up to the street with no driver's license." And guess what you're gonna do? Because you have those soul ties, you're gonna let him drive the car with no license. Okay. Men that bank account with cash out. They bank with cash out. Y'all be like, what that got to do with anything? It has a lot. Because if he don't have a bank, if he doesn't have a bank account, like hey, Matt, let me run my show, okay? Stop. You cheating. If you don't have a bank account, then what's the problem? What you are scared of? Are you on the FBI most wanted list? Like, what is going on? Uh, Men that sag their pants. Like, I hate it, and I would never be caught in public. I'm sorry. What? Where you going? With who? Ooh, child. Nope. Um, Men that don't take care of their children. Baby, if he's not taking care of his children, if he will neglect his children, okay, just to go out with you or be around you, what do you think he gonna do to you? And if the fact that he ends up having a child with you, a man that neglects his children is an irresponsible human being. He's cold-hearted and heartless. Okay, I don't got no job. She got me on child support. That sounds like a you problem. We Listen. Let them go find somebody who will, accept that. Don't let it be you. Men that disrespect women. Honey, if he disrespect any woman, guess what? Your day is coming too. You are not removed. You are not removed. Men that don't own a suit. Like, seriously. I saw a YouTube video of a young lady and she was doing it was a great video, but she admitted she was like, that's the first time her husband has ever been in a suit. She has never they've been together for like 17 or 18 years. She's never seen him in a suit. And they went to get fitted for a suit for, a special occasion. And she had and I think that's crazy because oh my goodness, she said even to funerals and other special events, they would never wear suits. There were jeans and a polo shirt. Like, and again, this is showing you the different social acceptances of different classes of people. And I'm not talking about, and I'm not saying this to make anyone feel bad. Anyone feel bad. It's just that I know what I'm used to, and some things I'm just never going to settle for. And I don't feel like I need to teach a man how to be a man or how to show up as a responsible adult. I don't have time for that either because if he already don't know, I probably am not going to have the patience to teach him. There are some things are just regular stuff. Like you know what I'm saying. Depending on who you are, you looking for somebody to come into your life that already has certain things together. And something as simple as doesn't own a suit, never wore a suit, that don't fly with me. I'm sorry. God bless you on your journey. Men that live in And we might even say to in today's time, rent is high. I can't understand. I can't get it. I just seen a rapper went all out for the Instagram groupie. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You say, wait, men that the whole list, Matt, the whole list. There's a reason, there's a science behind it all. For the record, I didn't make up this list. It was sent to me, and as you can see, I altered the image to take away some things because I didn't want it going back to somebody else. But and guess what? The reason why this list was created because the men made a list, and if y'all can find that list for me, I would love to have it. I would love to have it. Um, Men that live in motels, sir, why are you living in a motel? And this could be somebody who really can't afford their own apartment or home, or somebody's profession that, you know, they live from hotel to hotel. There's a certain mindset that you have when you're in the privacy and sanctuary of your own home, right? As opposed to living in a hotel or motel, you really ain't focused on upkeep. You're not focused on your mind is just on other things. So there's a reason why. Men that want to hold a couple of dollars to payday. Boy, if you don't move, let me go to number 13, honey. Men who clothes are in tubs. Yeah. Who raised you? Why your clothes is in plastic containers all over the house? This again, this is civility. This is a social standard. This is stuff that everybody should know. If you can't afford to put hangers to hang your clothes up, you definitely can't afford to take a woman out for a nice dinner or meet me for brunch. Okay? Don't play with my nieces. Um, Men that can't log into now see that's a lie because they know how to find those little websites when they want to find them. And it's always interesting. Like you'll meet somebody, ladies, and a man will tell you, "Well, I ain't on the web. I'm not on Instagram. I'm not on Facebook. I don't have no Snapchat." But they'll tell you everything that's happening. Listen, just lay low. When he say you better lay low, listen. Okay, he said that he's not technologically inclined, but you can find everything you want. You can find an Uber. You can look up those little websites. You know everything that's happening on the Shade Room and World Star Hip Hop. Somebody lying. Talking about you don't know how to use your phone. You don't go on and sit down some day and go, well, see, I can't stand a liar. And unfortunately, due to my experience with studying behavior, it's just like that. I ain't gonna say I question everything, but my mind will like raise an eyebrow in my head, like, okay, let me just watch this. Let me keep an eye on this. Um, Men that gotta tell their mama everything. Let me tell you something. If he telling his mama everything, he telling his homeboys everything. And a man that talk too much ain't a man. I can't stand no talking ass ninja. I can't. You talk too much. And Dame Dash call them chatty patties. Like, why is you telling your mother everything about us? This is for men, Ryan. Right. Exactly. You right here having tea conversations with your mama, giving your mama the tea. And a lot of women don't understand too is you are in your relationship, right? And it's going good. Next thing you know, he switch up. That's because his mama done advised him how to deal with you. Now you think you in a relationship with this guy, and he has changed all of a sudden, and his ways are different. That's because his mother has advised him on how he should react, respond, and deal with you. And now it feels like you in a relationship with a woman because his nature has not even is not even dealing with you as a woman, as a male and female. He's taking on his mama's advice to respond and react and run his household. Now it seems like you in the house with a lesbian or something. So that's why we say, why you acting sassy? It feel like I'm in a disagreement with another woman. It look like now I'm cohabitating with a female. That's what I'm saying. You tell your mama everything and she advising you on how you should move forward. No. When you meet a man that tell his mama everything, you let that man go be with his mama. Oh baby. Y'all think I'm playing. Mm-mm. I'm not. Matt, why you oh, you say I'm a rock. Y'all is killing me in this chat right now. Hold on. A man that worked at the FedEx hub. Trust me. When I meet a man on his job, like there are some men that come on very strong when they're at work, and it's like, why would I take you serious? That means you meet women at work. Pass. Men that work for a temporary service, girl, he gonna be between checks all the time. You gonna be paying for all the vacations, all the little meals. Anyway, truck drivers. The reason why we say this about truck drivers because truck drivers tend to have a family or a significant other in every city that they spend the most time. I used to work at the hotel. I used to work at the hotel. I was at the front desk. I kind of am aware of some things. I don't want to believe this, but I seen it with my own eyes. I experienced it from my own interpersonal and human behavior in my profession. Yeah, be having a whole ring on their finger and ordering local services if you follow me. Oh my God! Now I cackle so loud when I got to number 19, but I am not gonna discriminate. So them grand rising men, y'all, who the grand rising men, what they do? I just want to know why. I don't understand that one, but I can't discriminate. So they throw y'all in the bunch. I have to get. Then what you doing? I cannot stand or what you doing, man. Don't text me. If you could pick up your phone and text me what you doing, you could pick up your phone and call me and see how my day went. Don't ask me what I'm doing, please. That's crazy. Men with most of our children by most of our women. Listen, that screams lack of discipline. Ladies, if you want to be swallowing antibiotics like you do Skittles and M&Ms, go ahead. Test it. Test your pH balance, honey. Test your pH balance. Because a man and some of y'all are rehabilitated, got good. Y'all settle down with one. But if here's the thing about men that have multiple children by multiple women, one, the question is, did you marry one of them? Are you married? Did you even marry one of them? Like, are you married now? So you just going from woman to woman to woman to woman getting them pregnant. One, that's abuse in itself. Yes, releasing yourself in a woman without her permission is abuse. It's a lot of women that end up carrying a child and don't know how they ended up pregnant because that to them they use protection. But I just know sometimes men will make those condoms pop on purpose. And y'all, I don't already told y'all, I don't exchange DNA, and I can't even imagine myself being in that predicament. Okay, I would literally have a fit I don't know what I'll do if that happened to me. I have heard these stories. Like I counsel women all the time, and the nerve of any man to feel like just because you're in a situation or a moment with a woman, you have permission to release yourself into that sister's womb without her being your wife. And now let's say everybody look up Aisha Howard right now. She is the mother. She has a child from Lil Baby, and she just had a child with a football player, and they're in court right now because she got pregnant, and he tried to urge her to delete the child, and she ended up having the child, and now they're going back and forth in court. But it's nobody's fault. It's both of y'all are responsible. Because if you do not want to be attached to that woman, why would you put a child in her? Why would you even have an act without being responsible, knowing that the act in itself is going to lead to possibly a brand new life? And you don't want to be attached to this person. Hi, Braylon. You don't want to be attached to this person for the next 21 years, 26 if they go to college. But now you mad because you got to pay child support? First of all, I told y'all I don't even like holding hands, and I might give you a church hug. I might. Hi, Braylon. Welcome. Thank you for being here. You so sweet. So yeah. You got stories. Oh, absolutely not. And if I'm not mistaken, there's a state right now that is sending it to about to set a law. I think it's Oklahoma. Don't quote me on that. That if a man releases into a woman, that is he can go to prison because they're tired of welfare and all that stuff. But I don't. I'm man, please. I'm all for it. Men that bash women on social media. Why would you do that, Jacquees? Why are you going from radio station to radio station talking about Deandra? Why are you allowing your family to talk about Deandra? Jacquees? Hmm. Men that have to load their card to add money. No comment. um, God bless you on your journey, brother. Oh, honey. I hold on. I gotta load my card. Okay. Men that don't keep their locks up. Listen, if you're gonna have hair on your head, I need for you to make sure you maintain it. That's all I'm saying. That's not my thing. That might be somebody else's thing. But if you're gonna have locks, get it maintained. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying no to locks. I'm just saying look civil. My family is West Indian Caribbean, right? So we have a whole lot of locks on my side of the family. And then I'm from Miami. So go to a certain part of Miami, all you see is wicks. So I got cousins with wicks and gold teeth to the back of their mouth. So that's the culture. That's not saying I want my mate to have a hair appointment every month, 2 or 3 months, and some woman twisting in his head, exchanging energy. See, this is about energy, you guys. Coming to physical, everybody you come into physical contact with, it ain't even gotta be intercourse. There's an energy exchange there. There's an affinity that grows there. I'm not insecure in no way, but like now I gotta learn how to do locks. Now I gotta do your hair. Now I'm the type of person. I love to do facials, nails, and feet. Now I already know that whoever I marry gonna end up getting facials, manicures, and pedicures. But dang, now I gotta turn into a loctician too. Just go get a haircut. That's all. And I already know I'm not gonna choose somebody that I gotta change. I want him to come to me already. I ain't trying to change nobody. Because the moment a man tell me to stop, to drop something that I may entertain in my life or however my lifestyle is, just find somebody who don't wear makeup and don't want to get their hair done and don't have all the maintenance that I have. It's easier to find somebody already like that than to get with somebody and try to change them. I hope that makes sense. Um, Men that hairline is gone, but they keep on holding to the side. Y'all, oh my God. Number 25. Men that hairline is gone, but they keep holding on to the sides. Y'all got to pick a struggle. Either you going to go ahead and get a lace front afro, or go ahead and take it out. Take it out. Or go ahead and take it off. This is not my list. It was sent to me. Happy Love Day, y'all. Happy Love Day. Men that always talk about what they used to have. Sir, if you don't go, used to be's don't make no honey. How about that? Men without transportation. I don't know who you're gonna be talking to, but it won't be me. Like, why don't you, as a grown man, why don't you have transportation? You do, like, can you drive? Do you have a license? Yeah. There's so many questions to somebody who does not have their own transportation. You clearly are not prepared for a relationship. So now what that does is, ladies, if you choose a man that does not have his own means of transportation, he's going to want to drive your car. He's going to want to be all up in your, like, and that's going to throw the energy off balance. You're going to end up being in the provider role, and he's in the protector role, and he's sitting there like, and no real man is going to even feel right doing that. Married men, why this got to be on the list? But unfortunately, it does. Like, men who have no business dating. A married man has no business trying to listen. And I tell people all the time, I have trust issues. Why do I have trust issues? Because as a single woman, the men that pursue me the most, 96% of the time, are married or in a relationship. So yeah, married men be out here acting single, real single. Men, okay, they put transportation on here twice. And Cowboys fans. I don't know what's up with you Cowboy fans, why they put this on the list, but I guess they say y'all delusional. And that's the love list, y'all. That's the love list. That's the love list. Happy Love Day. Ladies, take note, you know, move accordingly, make wise decisions. I enjoyed this little chit chat with y'all today. If y'all want me to drop the link, I'll drop the link. Come up here and state your case. Come up here and state your case. But in terms of um the antics, the antics of what we are seeing today with Jacquees and how he is choosing to, handle this situation with respecting Deandra, respecting her mental health. He's definitely chose war. I feel like that is a sign of all gloves are off, and I don't intend on being with you ever. So I'm just going to hurt you in the worst way possible, and that is, call your intellect into question. That is, let everybody know that you have vulnerabilities. But only thing that he's done is expose that he is what we call a ain't it ninja. That his mother didn't train him. He has no home training. He lacks a strong man in his life because from the time this started, a man that he respects should have picked up the phone by now, had a conversation with him, and he should have respected the conversation to move accordingly. Again, and I say to Jacquees and his family, if you cared about Deandra, if you cared about Deandra, you would stop mentioning her. Even because they're going to ask. the radio commentators and everybody's going to ask, like, um, about her and about your current status. All you have to do is say respectfully, um, that is not something that I'm here to promote my project, F a friend zone, and as family we are addressing. You ain't even gotta say that much. Just say I'm not discussing my family. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Coach Prime, Deandra, Constance, if y'all have not already done so, at this point, please send him a cease and desist. But for the mental health of Deandra, for the mental health, stop discussing her and don't ever mention her name in public and on a public platform again. You or anybody else attached to you, any third party or other. If your mama mentioned her, your daddy, your cousin, anybody related to you from your management team and in your camp, we will seek punitive damages and hold you accountable. As I stated before, the most fragile time in a woman's life is when she's carrying a child and when she's breastfeeding. So you have to be a soulless person to purposely antagonize a woman that's pregnant or a woman that's breastfeeding life because her mental state affects her chemical makeup. And if she's pregnant, those emotions form that child. And if she's breastfeeding, those emotions become a part of that breast milk. So you have to be very wise. And I'm not even saying careful, it's just wise in how you handle and how you deal with a pregnant mom, a breastfeeding mom. And the fact that Jacquees has no respect, no boundaries for the mother of his child, and his baby is only 6 months old, it says a lot. Either he's unaware or he just does not care. Exactly, Mac. And I'm done being angry about this. I was passionate about it because I love Deandra. Like I told y'all, she's a sweet young lady. And like I said in one of the comments, I mean, y'all probably see me windmilling on Instagram, in the comments. He took advantage of her. He preyed upon her, in my opinion, from my observation. It appears that he preyed upon her because he saw an opportunity to get exposure and to increase his social standings. But what he does not realize, he has stepped on a beehive. And I don't mean Beyonce's beehive. That's not what I'm talking about. He had better hope that the doors of opportunity will still open for him after this is over. Yeah, her mom said something about it. Miss Callie didn't give him no pass. But I can promise you, with this right here, honey, please, it's a family meeting. It's a family meeting. So if no one is going to click the link, I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. I would have been talking to myself anyway, whether y'all have clicked on or not. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Braylon, for coming over. Thank you, everybody that tapped in. I saw y'all. I understand that people are at work right now and it's hard to like just, be present in the comments or maybe even come up. I get it. But the show must go on and it will always go on. But over here on the other side, thank you, Meg and Ryan Nicole, for hanging in there. Y'all always show up. And I want to thank y'all all, everybody, for your presence, for your time. I don't take it for granted. I don't at all, because you can be anywhere doing anything, but you chose to hang out with me today, um, and hear me rant. Oh, thank you. It is my intent that when I do come to you all with a live stream, that it's just not entertaining but it also provides information. It also hopefully provides guidance. And as I probably said, I don't know if I said on both channels, but I know I said on the other one, um, information without wisdom is just gossip. And I don't just want to be salacious. I don't want to be salacious at all, but I do want to provide insight to the social ills that exist in society. A lot of times we are, exposed to social ills and we really don't know how to approach them moving forward. And sometimes we just feel like that ain't my life. That's irrelevant to me. Well, it may not affect you per se, but a relative, a neighbor, or somebody, it will impact you if it impacts them, and I don't mind being, an auntie, a neighbor, even a sister to those that, want to accept me into their village. That's what I'm here for. Thank you, Ryan. Oh my God. I think he mad at me though, Mac. I think I be talking too harsh over here. Yeah. So I won't hold y'all too much longer. If y'all don't want to come up, may God bless you with the remainder of your day. Go in love and go in peace. That's all I want is some peace. And before I go, I do want to leave you with some scripture. I'm not going through this content. You could go ahead and screenshot it. Some more information on souls hides and where you can find it in scripture for your own study purposes. Um, Here's one, and then the other one is Hosea 4 and 17. Here's a prayer to break soul ties. I'm not going through it. If it's something you would like to look up and study for yourself and research, please do so. Go ahead and screenshot this. Um, that's what it's there for. And with that being said, I enjoyed y'all. I hope that y'all enjoyed me too. Don't forget to share this content. Don't forget to like this video. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I have the tendency to grow on people, okay? So we'll talk about some stuff later. But thank y'all so much. God bless you all. Have a good day, okay? Happy Love Day, y'all. Happy Love Day.
And how does the man, the male, give vent to this high level of frustration and disappointment? We start generally with very caustic words. Some men say, I don't beat my wife. And that is something that you can be proud of, brothers. If you don't hit your wife, you are generally a very good person. But sometimes we can do as much violence with a word that a person would rather be hit than to suffer the kind of verbal abuse that we give to one another in the name of straightening things out.
I know. I need to learn that right now.
You gotta learn, baby, how to walk away and live and smile to see another day.
Just pray for me.
I always
Thank
pray
you.
for you. I pray for this little joker too. How you doing, baby girl?
I'm good, Daddy.
You doing good?
Mm-hmm. I'm doing great.
We're praying ourselves up, keeping ourselves full of the word.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear. I appreciate it.
I'm done letting people. I'm done.
But why do you allow yourself to be provoked?
Because people be playing with me.
Yeah, but you gotta learn how the greatest gift in the world that I possess is the ability to walk away.
I know. I need to learn that right now.
You gotta learn, baby, how to walk away and live and smile to see another day.
Just pray for me.
I always
Thank
pray
you.
for you. I pray for this little joker too.